Hello and welcome, RF Generation fans. It's time for a brief look, and a very special brief look. A Game of the Year brief look, or at least my Game of the Year. Creature in the Well. Creature in the Well is a fantastic game that I have played entirely too much of. But I've played it on the Switch. Hold on, sorry. Fixing things. There we go. There we go. Minor issue. But essentially, there's a town with a village and a mountain and a whole lot of sand. And this big ol' storm that just keeps on going. And that's you! Look at this cute little robot. So, let's see what Mr. Cute Little Robot can do. Also, I really don't like this weird stretching thing that OBS is doing, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Sorry about this being a little on the weird side. There we go. Okay. A little less weird now. But there we are. And this is all you get. So we're going to take this pipe. There's a dash button that you figure out. And now I have 100% completed this game on Switch, which is where I think it's probably played best. I am currently loading up the PC version just because it's easier to stream from. But this game played fantastically on Switch. Let's see what we've got. Here we are. Oh. A lone engineer returns to the machine in my mountain after all this time. Where were you when the rest of your kin were trying to save this town? If you're here to finish what you started, you should turn back. I will be watching. So that's ominous. And that is the creature in the well there. The titular character. So there's a ball, and right now we're just hitting it. And it did that. It lowered that barrier. So we can't add power to this because we only have, if you can see up in the top left, 38 power. You get that from smacking things in the world. And then we only have this pipe to hit things with. So as you can see, these bumpers here exist. And every time you hit them at things, you get power. Also important, the ball doesn't hurt you. Pardon me. But now we've got plenty of power to open this door. So let's do so. Ooh, we've got the charge sword. So now we can hold down these things and then swing them at stuff. There we go. So as you can see, that 200 power door was nothing. We just got 10 grand. This 5,000 door. Nothing to sneeze at. Ooh, there we go. There's traps. They will sling the balls back at you. And we will get hurt from it. But now that we've energized all of those and shut everything off, we can get through this door. And then these ones, if you can see on top of them, are timed. So you had to complete all of that in enough time to unlock this secret path. And it's not really a secret path because this door is 215,203 power. Which, spoiler alert, there's a secret behind this door that we can't get. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to clear these out. Uh-oh. I forgot that was there. It's been a while since I played this. But yeah, you can see as you knock down these barriers, they energize different barriers. And you can kind of see the patterns on the floor as to what's happening. Let's see what we got. I played this game about when it first came out, and it's weirdly, it suffered from really poor release timing, under no fault of its own. Also, I failed to mention, sorry, when you charge up the balls, you make them stronger so it takes less hits to knock things out. Important note. But no, Creature in the Well suffered from incredibly poor timing, under no fault of its own, because around the exact same time of its release was Untitled Goose Game, which has taken the internet by storm, and everyone forgot this game existed. Wow. I will decide what to do about you later. Ominous eyeballs in the dark. And here we go. We have dropped down. Reserve power monolith. Failsafe failsafe power reserves in the event of a BOT-C program failure. This facility will prevent system-wide data loss. Activate. It adds a monolith. We're gonna walk down here. One of the things that the game is very poor about telling you is how to heal, and it's to walk into these little white puddles that show up every once in a while. But here is Roger T. Frog. I'll be damned, you're an engineer from the BOT-C program. I've never seen a living engineer before. I heard they disappeared a long time ago. My grandfather told me that the machines can't work without them, so it's been dormant ever since. I've read every book I can find about this thing, but I've never been inside. That giant circular door up there is locked shut, and I have no clue how to get it open. But you're an engineer. You could probably figure it out. This is exciting. I don't know where you came from, but wow. This is exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited? Yes, Roger T. Frog, I am excited. We can also quickly wander out this way, just to show you. We are inside of the mountain. And this machine was supposed to protect this town from a storm. And then when you come out here, there's a shop over here with a really rad dinosaur monster. God's an engineer. I hope you're here to finish the work y'all started. Lots of time has passed. Centuries, actually. There's still a lot of darkness in that mountain. There's not much more for me to do around here these days since the machine lost power. Why don't you go fix it, huh? And save me from my boredom. I used to forge weapons with the fire in my belly, but the passion has run out. Transfer coil is offline. We need parts for that. We can also... we're going to take the wooden spoon and cooking pan, just because they're silly. That is the only major secret I will spoil. Is the cooking pan and spoon, because they don't actually do anything. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to activate the power reserves monolith. And then here we go. Power reserves monolith. We're going to wander in. This will activate later. It will be a save state, or not a save state, a teleporter. So later in the level. Oh, jeez. I forgot how slow. As you can see, these bubbles are on these things, and it wants me to essentially reflect things back at it. There's a lot going on, and I'm trying to explain what's happening. The things are shooting the balls at me. I'm trying to knock the targets there. But these ones, you had to shoot the ball along this path and knock all these bubbled items here. We're gonna change back to the piping charge sword because I forgot how slow the wooden spoon is. Spoiler alert, it's very slow. Getting out of the way of the danger barrier. There we go. But yeah, this is very much a pinball breakout hybrid dungeon crawler. With almost all of your enemies being just these inanimate bumpers. So it's quite nice. You can generally see where stuff's gonna come from, what's gonna happen. So here we go. There's this arrow on the floor, which is kind of doing stuff, but there's also other doors and things, so let's not miss those. You can also see them on the map down in the bottom right-hand corner. There's like, hey, there's stuff over here. That's what it wants me to do. Okay. So it wants me to... Oh, it wants me to get out of the way there. Alright. This is what I meant by kind of like puzzle elements earlier. That's how you clear that. Got enough power. Let's go over here to the right. Let's see what's in this door. You want to gather as much extra power as you can. Sometimes there's just doors that are just a pain in the butt to open. Ah, we're so close. It wants us to smack the ball right along this path of bubbles. There we go. I'll take another 20 grand in power. Yes, please. You can't break those turrets. They'll just continue doing things. Let's go this way. So yeah, there's a lot of... If you look on the ground, there's a lot of markings and extra little things that'll kind of give you the hints of what you're doing. Everything's very well laid out. That one was just cross all those paths. Not too terrible. This one, as you can see, it's got the little white marks on the wall to tell you where. And then the spot where you should stand is clearly marked too, so I'll take that. I'll take that all day. In the effort of not spoiling too much of the game, we're gonna get through this particular dungeon. There we go, 35 power. 1,000. We probably would have had to do both those rooms anyway. But in an effort not to spoil too much, we're gonna go ahead and stop after this dungeon's over. Because I think this game is pretty self-explanatory. It's a lot more of the same. It does a very good job introducing new and different techniques as it goes along. Ow. Red is bad, in case you haven't noticed. A lot of this is trial and error. I'll be honest. There we go, secret revealed. Let's see what's in here. Ah, the fan blade! So you can equip the fan blade and it will regain health by catching a red anomaly ball. So those, when you use the fan blade to catch things and to charge up the ball, if the ball is red, it absorbs the red from it. Also, you can see kind of the creature. Yeah, what do you want? Come get me. It'll absorb some health for you. Which, in case you haven't noticed, is in great demand. There's not a lot of health areas. Even when you die, the one complaint that I have is that you die and come back with a sliver of health, and then have to go and re-heal yourself. You can't just go do the things that you want. I'm getting Xbox achievements while I play this, which is pretty nice. Let's see what we've got here. So we're gonna continue wandering through. So this one's that bumper out of the way. Oh, we screwed up. I wonder if I can get that bumper back. I don't think I can. There it is. We did it. Secret path revealed. Sometimes you don't want to just knock a bumper down. And we have got the old core. Cores upgrade. You can take them to Danielle the dinosaur. Or alligator, or whatever she is. And then look, we got a banner. So you get these little capes that all the Bot C teams that used to work in each of these areas used to wear. You don't get a whole ton of storyline quite yet. Ah, here's a heal area. So we're going to go ahead and heal. And then we'll go ahead and activate this door. Wander through. If I'm not mistaken, you've been busy. Yeah, we just get to walk over his hand. Heh, it's making me angry. This is the teleporter. Do not test my patience, engineer. I have slain many of your kind before. So that's the return to the beginning area is unlocked in case anything goes south here. And then, oh boy, boss fight. All of the boss fights kind of look like this. Which is probably my only major complaint with the game. That some of it gets a little too samey. Come on. Give me that. There it is. That's one level of this mess. These red pylons, I'm going to hit one just to show. They explode like that. Obviously the red spiky things aren't good. But they can be killed for some energy, which is kind of nice. There we go. The creature withdrawals level 1's area is mostly complete. And then here is the computer system. So we'll go ahead. There's a lot of text on all of these to give you kind of the basic background of what's happening. Philip Frog, that little frog janitor man, his grandfather built all of this to kind of keep this giant storm away. And the creature in the mountain basically killed off all the robots and drove him out. And that's the main story of what happened in Creature of the Well. So we're here. We're back here. And oh boy, it's happening. You got one of those rocks things turned on. The mechanical pillars on the platforms up here each represent a different part of my family's machine. Sorry, I guess it's kind of your machine too. Nobody remembers its real name. The weather tether. Ages ago, the people of Mirage asked my family to build this. They said a sandstorm was coming, bigger than any they had seen. The weather tether was going to stop it before it arrived. They built you and hundreds like you, providing power to keep things running, but something went wrong and it never got working. The storm came and now the whole world is nothing but sand and wind. Sometimes I wonder if there ever was anything at all beyond the sand. You're the first person I've told that story to. It's a sad story. Yes, it is. And speaking of sad stories, I'm going to bid you a sad bon voyage here on what I believe to be a Christmas episode of a brief look at. I hope you've enjoyed and are interested in Creature in the Well. There's not a whole lot of game, so I don't want to keep going. I could, in theory, get through all of this game. It's only, I want to say, 6-8 hours, maybe, all total. It's really, really good. Some of the secrets are quite well hidden and really cool. That town has a bunch of stuff in it to go digging around in, and there's a ton of kind of hidden story everywhere. So I encourage everybody to pick up Creature in the Well. It'll probably be on sale somewhere. And seeing as how this is the last episode of the year, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will see you in 2020, RF Gen family.